All right, what about confidence intervals here for matched pairs? Well, requirements are all the same. We already checked all of those. Everything was okay except looked like there was one outlier in the data values. And then if we're doing large sample, we just use the mean of the differences plus or minus the alpha over 2 sigma of the differences over root n. And you can approximate that using sample standard deviation of the differences over root n. If we've got a small sample, n less than equal 30, then we use t alpha over 2. So if we go back to our original data in example 1 again, let's compute a 90% confidence interval. So requirement verification were the same. They were done above. Degrees of freedom are 9. Alpha is 0.10. So that means our t alpha over 2 is actually t.05. So that's going to be inverse t. And then the left area, if 0.05 is to the right, then that means 0.95 to the left. Degrees of freedom are 9. Go ahead and enter that in the calculator. So that's second variables. Inverse t number 4. 0.95 is our left area. Degrees of freedom 9. 1.83. It's the same thing that we got in the first part of this example. And then our mean of differences, remember that was 0.8 plus or minus the 1.83. And then our standard deviation of differences, that was 2.97. That's what we got with one variable stats over square root of 10. And if you compute this quantity on the calculator, you will get 1.72. So this is 0.8 plus or minus 1.72. So if you subtract the 1.72, you get negative 0.92. And when you add the two of those, you get 2.52. And notice that this confidence interval contains 0. So that means that we cannot make a conclusion that the population mean is different from 0. And our interpretation of this interval, again, we are 90% confident that the true population mean difference, mu sub d, lies in that interval. So 90% confident that mu sub d is between negative 0.92 and 2.52. And again, what that means is if you took 100 samples, 100 matched pair samples, and you computed confidence intervals, 90 of the confidence intervals would actually contain the true population mean difference.